What is going on, everybody? Welcome to Quantum Ascend. I have IOTA, the one-day price chart, up on the screen. Last time we talked back here on June 27th, I said, guys, we knew that breakdown was coming. The reversal will be violent. Wave 3 is taking shape, so we knew the downside was done. Sure enough, look what came next. We got a little bit of juice off the floor for the time of that tweet, up 71% at its high. Right now, guys, settling down a little bit. One of two things is happening. It's either a completed A, B, C, but honestly, what it's kind of looking like is more of a 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we're going to set another low here for 5. Not a huge deal, though. Could be an ABC, could have one more low. Let's see if we take that out at like 19.5. But not a big deal, man. Just normal price movement. So the other thing, too, is we had these trend lines drawn out. And you saw that we were battling against it, or we had these trend lines drawn out. Sorry, here, the outermost wicks, waves 1 or the top, and then 4, and we were right here at the time of recording. Sure enough, that ended up being a resistance level. We tapped it, came down, came back to back test it, and then finally went. So those trend lines, especially the unbiased ones, outermost wicks, that is, there's no subjectivity to that. So. Okay, let's zoom out now. Let's talk about IOTA waves 3, 4, and 5. So I do have an alt-season target video out for IOTA. If you guys want to check that out, go over to my X page. You can figure out how I'm going to get there. I'll show you really quick. Let's do this. I'll show you really quick kind of what we're looking at. But keep in mind, guys, IOTA hasn't set a new all-time high in its entirety. It ran up in 2017, and I was unable to find a market cap chart in here, so I don't know if there's something goofy going on with the market cap, but we're going to do it this way for now. I'm going to pull this down on that wave. So this is the whole first to second wave here, and a full extension of that gets us up a little higher. What I really want to do is draw it on the first wave, and let's see what kind of extension we can get on that. So I'm pulling it up there to that first high, and right now we have a 1, 2. And looking up, look, there's some confluence here at the 4236 of this range, of this first run up here, this first wave, and the 382 of the broader range. So we see confluence right here at like $2.40, we'll say. $2, and yeah, that's what that's pretty close to. Right in between there. So like 240-ish is what I'm looking for personally right now. In an alt season, and that does give us, guys, I know people are going to be upset by that, that gives us a 12x from the current price level. Well, look at these other alt seasons. Like this one in 2021, this alt season went 900%. Back in 2017, its first alt season in December went 17x. So a 12x after we've gone 9 and 17, like that's pretty in line, man. And that's just from the current price level. If we pull that down to where we actually started, that's a 24x to get there from that drop. That would be bigger than anything. Let's see if we pulled that all the way down, but that wasn't during an alt season. So we're saying if alt season's about to take off, we're counting it from this area, that's an 18x. That's the same exact run that we had back here. Same exact distance. So you're going to hear people getting really loud. I know there's people that are going to be upset. Oh, there's no new all-time high, blah, blah, blah. Like, dude, no. I don't even think it breaks that high. I think we're just slowly lower highs, and it'll end up being lower lows eventually. But that's how this looks for IOTA right now. So the final run-up up to 240. Now, let's talk about what it could look like to get there, our 5 waves. You already have your wave 1 and 2 here, so we're looking for wave 3, 4, 5. Oftentimes what we'll see happen is we'll exceed that first wave on the first pop, get up to the 1618, and then we back test either that high or the 618, 786 region, and then we would go off one more time. So let's talk about that. Typically in an alt season type environment, this fourth wave here is anywhere from we're looking at like 35 to 50% for that first wave, or for that fourth wave. So depending on the market cap, I'm looking at IOTA, pretty decent sized market cap. It's ranked 94. Its current market cap's 800 million. So we could be closer to like that 40% range rather than 50. So let's see on this drop pushing up here, if this moves how these technically do, 33% to the former high, and then you're looking at like 45% around to the 786. And that's pretty close to 50 cents, a nice round number. The other thing, pretty close to $1 here on the third wave. You're going to have people screaming for $1. This thing stops out at 95 cents. You're going to have retail, honestly, metaphorically, with their dick in their hands. Let's call it what it is. So up there around $1, come back down just shy of 50 cents. Again, people waiting for 50 cents to hit to buy, and then it bounces, right? So I really like how this looks. That would give us wavelength-wise. First wave would be 522%. The third wave would be 642%. And the fifth and final wave would be 364%. So all pretty close, guys. Third wave the longest, as it often is. Waves 1 and 5, similar-ish in length. One a little bit higher in this circumstance, right? So that's what we're looking at from this confluence perspective. I'm not saying that 100% it's stopping out here. Like, there's still a ton. There's other fibs here, right? That thing could keep going, and I'll keep you in the loop as it goes. But like, yeah, this fifth wave could keep going. We just have to wait and see, guys. We're plotting this out weeks, months ahead of time, right? So as we get up here, we'll check it out, and it's going to be, right, are we in a 5-wave move? Because right now we're just looking at 1, 2. It looks like we're working on, we're waiting for 3, 4, 5 of this third wave, right? That's how these things move. Waves within waves within waves. So let's see that get up there around that $1 mark, and then we can reevaluate from there. But this is what we have for IOTA: 95 cents, 52 cents, $2.40. Boom, end of alt season. Guys, I started the Quantum Circle a couple weeks ago, real-time trades, access to my portfolio. I put out 2 daily videos about the macro. Discord's always popping off, and I'm teaching you guys how to do TA like me. So link is in the bio for that on the website. It tells you how to get 25% off your first month. If not, just appreciate you guys being here. If you could follow, like, repost. Been doing TA a long time. Just want to help as many of you as I can. So thank you so much for being here. I'll talk to you guys in a bit.